Welcome, English 1 students, to another week. There was an email from Mr. Borges yesterday, and it said we have 4 weeks to go. I don't know about you, but that kind of blew my mind. We're pushing on to the end. And one of the main things that means for you is your poetry collection. And I figured that one of the hard things for a lot of you in writing that collection is meter. I know many of you struggled with it when I asked you to try to figure it out in the play, and you're probably a little confused or stressed about how to get meter into a poem in your collection. So I'm going to talk a little bit more today about meter, and I'm starting with an image. It's a picture, and this is a pattern, right? Because I wanted to visually reinforce for you the idea that meter is a pattern. Just as in a picture we can have something that happens on a regular basis, predictably, we can do that with sound too. We can have sounds that repeat on a regular basis so that we hear the pattern. Or in the case of poetry, we have an accent, we have stressed syllables that happen at a predictable interval. All right, I hope that image helps. The next thing I wanted to do is a piece of poetry that I think has really clear meter, easy to hear. Dr. Seuss writes for kids. And one of the things that makes poetry fun for kids and for the rest of us too is that it has a beat. It has a really clear, steady rhythm. So I'm going to read these lines. I'm going to exaggerate the beat. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. You are the guy who decide where to go. Can you hear the beats? Brains in your head, feet in your shoes. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who decide where to go. Ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. Rhythm, right? It has a beat. That's meter. That's the kind of effect you're going for in one of your poems. Let's look, by contrast, at a poem that doesn't have meter. You read this first quarter this year. This is the beginning of the Walt Whitman poem about the child who went forth. There was a child went forth every day, and the first object he looked upon, that object he became, and that object became part of him, for the day, or a certain part of the day, or for many years, or stretching cycles of years. Now, the first 4 words in this poem seem to have a beat. There was a child. Ba-bum, ba-bum. But if I try to keep that beat, it doesn't work. There was a child went forth every day. Right? Every. And the first object, we wouldn't put accent on the. So that rhythm does not hold. It's just there for the first 4 words. And then it gets more random. And the length of the lines is not consistent. This is what we call free verse. It does not have meter. And you can write some of those. Okay, now comes for me the embarrassing part. Because I'm going to sing. I'm going to try to sing. There's this silly song that we sometimes sang when I was in Boy Scouts. And it went like this. Be kind to your web-footed friends, for a duck may be somebody's mother. They live with their friends in the swamp, where the weather's cold and damp. You may think that this is the end. Well, it is. Okay. You might recognize the tune. That is the Stars and Stripes Forever, the march by John Philip Sousa. It was not written to be sung. Somebody just put words to it. And the words work to that tune because of the meter. The song goes bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum, right? Unstressed, unstressed, stressed. Bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum. Be kind to your web-footed friends. As long as you keep that beat, ba, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum, you can fit the words to the song. I could put other words to it. I could say, the milk has gone bad in the fridge, and yet nobody bothers to chuck it. Right? Ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. Milk has gone bad in the fridge. The downbeats are on the right place. The meter fits. But not all words will fit that tune. If I do this, it's not going to work. Then you add 2 eggs and 3 cups. Kind of worked, but I ran out of beats. And also, it should be ba-ba-bum, right? Then you add 2 eggs and... No, I shouldn't put accent on the and. This doesn't fit the meter. So, those are ways to try to help you get the idea of what meter is by thinking of poems that have a really strong beat or thinking of it as something musical. Here are some other things to try. If you're having trouble getting a poem with meter, choose a familiar tune like Happy Birthday or Jesus Loves Me and write new words for it. If the words will fit the tune, you very likely have meter. Try to rap your poem. If you're a closet rapper, this could work. Can you rap it? If so, it has meter. Count your syllables. If you're writing in meter, there should be a constant number of syllables per line. 6 syllables or 8 syllables or 10 syllables. It depends on what meter you're using, but it should always be the same number. Otherwise, you don't have meter. One other thing you could do, you could choose a poem that you know has meter, like the Dr. Seuss one, and write new words. Words that have that same rhythm, but new words. Those are all tricks you could try. I hope you find something that works for you. Let me know if you're still struggling. I'm happy to talk with you more. And I hope you're having fun writing poems and that you have a great week. God bless you.